Coming up in today's programme, a Middlesex school learns about life in the trenches, performs a solemn duty, and experiences a unique military event.
Hey, Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, Pretty!
The First World War brought about the end of an old world order and profoundly influenced the course of the rest of the 20th century. Today's is a very special trip to Belgium, to an area known as the Ypres salient. The story of Wipers, as the Tommies called it, isn't just a story of some of mankind's darkest hours. It's also about the camaraderie and the heroism of ordinary people in the face of dreadful adversity.
By the front! Quick march! Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left! Left, right, left, right.
Year 9 history class from Barnhill Community High School has come with their teacher Sarah Maudsley to the Ypres salient.
Hey! Halt!
The visit has been organised for them by Anglia Battlefield Tours.
Year 9 is the 20th century world. We spent the autumn term looking at the First World War and the consequences of the First World War, and this tour finishes it off nicely.
Well, of course their first reaction, oh no, are we going to a lot of cemeteries? Straight away, I always say to the children that these were individuals. This isn't just history, this is still in our living memory.
But I'm trying to get across to you the idea while we're here that this is a pleasant place. These guys would be delighted that 90 years after they died, you're still interested in what they did. And speaking as I once was an 18-year-old soldier, they'd be especially delighted that some girls have come to visit them, okay? So don't think that this is an unpleasant place.
At every place we go to, I always talk about one individual, so it reduces it to a human being that they can understand. Wars aren't fought by armies and divisions and companies, they're fought by you and me.
A major stop on the way is Tyne-Cot, scene of the Third Battle of Ypres, which marked a turning point in the war.
You are now in the centre of the German position. Remember, the Germans got here in 1914, this battle is in 1917, and the Third Battle of Ypres. They had 3 years to get this absolutely right. I'd have hated to try and take a position like this. The concrete here, which I'll have a look at in a minute, is 4 feet thick. And you can see it's been hit in several places by British artillery. It smashed the top off, but the guys inside would still be alive.
The bunkers were eventually taken, but at great cost.
The cemetery itself has got over 11,900 graves, biggest Commonwealth War grave cemetery in the world. And particularly poignant is the graves of the people who were killed on the attack are all facing uphill in the direction of the assault.
At Langemark, there are echoes from a veteran German corporal and an altogether different war.
One man came here to lecture his army, and he stood here and said, I was wounded in the Battle of Langemark, but now we're back and we're here for 1,000 years. And his name was Adolf Hitler, because, ladies and gentlemen, he was the corporal I was telling you about from World War I, that man who'd saved his officer under fire. That was Corporal Adolf Hitler, winner of the Iron Cross. He wasn't here for 1,000 years because he was personally defeated single-handed by my father in World War II. But anyway, that's another story.
But Martin has a more important reason for going to Langemark.
I take them there to say, these guys, these Germans, were exactly the same as our British soldiers. They suffered the same blood and mud and rats and years in the trenches and the cold. There was no difference at all between their soldiers and ours. Political systems, yes. Soldiers, exactly the same.
The students always surprise us when we come on trips like this, and the students that normally wouldn't get engaged in activities like this are there, they're answering questions, they're asking questions, they're thoroughly involved in the whole thing and absorbed in what's going on around them. We had a student at Tyne-Cot cemetery who was just stood in the middle of it looking around going, wow, miss, this is amazing. All these people died for us and they gave their lives for us, and we've really got to be thankful, haven't we, miss? And I was like, well, yeah, you know, we've got to remember them. An
opportunity for remembering comes later that evening. Belgian buglers sound the last post at the Menin Gate, as they do every day of the year.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
I don't think I've ever taken anyone here of any age, children or adults, who in the end didn't go back more interested than when they first arrived. Certainly I've seen a lot of people in tears at times, and I try my hardest not to appeal to their emotions. In fact, it's too easy to do, but some people find it very moving.
On a lighter note, it's time for lunch. McConaughey stew, an authentic meal served in authentic surroundings. And the verdict?
It's really nice. I'd get bored of it. I'm sure you'd like nice. Eating it. You'd say you'd eat it, but then you get bored of it. Yeah, but you wouldn't really have much choice if you really wanted to. Yeah, you wouldn't have much choice, so you wouldn't mind eating it. Except we keep finding hairs in it.
When it gets towards the end of the second day and it's getting a bit darker, we take the students off for a reenactment of the Christmas truce, and we line them up in pairs and we march them down a path.
Sergeant Ed Church takes up the story.
And something took place which was unique in the annals of modern warfare right here in 1914, 24th of December, Christmas Eve. Audio cop?
Yeah, all right, fine.
What's been happening?
Yeah, nothing going on, Sarge, nothing going on.
Oh, hold on.
About Sarge, hey, hang about, look.
What?
Hey, look. There's a banner coming, look. Hey, what's he say?
It says Merry Christmas, Tommy!
Hey, well, it's Bay Christmas Eve,
Hey,
isn't it?
Merry Christmas,
Merry
Fritz!
Christmas, Fritzy!
Then all of a sudden, spontaneously, they heard singing coming from the German lines.
Here, Sarge, what? It's one of them songs they sing at Christmas. I've heard them sing it down in Old Marlin Road.
And at first it was just a row, just voices. And then one by one they started to recognise the tune. Very famous German carol, Silent Night. Yeah, I like that.
He sings better than
Good
you
voice,
do, Sarge, I'll tell you.
Everybody sings better than me, Colt.
Hey.
Very nice,
Jerry!
Well done!
Yeah, buddy, good, mate.
Sing, Tommy!
Hey!
What's he saying?
Tommy!
What?
Sing, Tommy!
And the Germans wanted us to sing to them, and of course the Brits are not very good at singing proper songs, so they just sung some of their baldy songs from the barrack rooms. And the Germans didn't recognise that, so they were saying things like, "Oh, English carols is very beautiful, Tommy," you know, not realising that we were singing sort of rude songs to them.
Men's hearts are full of gladness and their bellies full of beer. When up stood Private Shorthouse, his face as bold as brass, saying, "We don't want your Christmas pudding, you can stick it up your tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy, oh, tidings of comfort and joy."
Here, hold on, lads, stand to! And think about that first German who stood up. Christmas morning, he was just hoping beyond all hope that he could stand up and not be shot at.
Hold your fire, lads, he's just standing there.
Tommy!
What? Yeah, what?
Christmas, yeah?
Yeah, buddy, right, mate. Christmas Eve.
Understand? No gun, Tommy.
All right, then.
Oh,
Hey, he's coming.
steady,
He's coming.
boys.
Look, he's coming.
This old Fritz as mad as a hatter. Look at him.
What's he doing?
Tommy!
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Come and see.
Hey, no,
Come and see, Tommy.
no, I don't think so.
I am one. We must be two here. You understand?
Yeah, we understand.
Please, Tommy, come and see.
Brits went out, a bit reluctantly, very hesitant, but they went out and they spoke to them. And all of a sudden, there were hundreds, literally hundreds of soldiers in no man's land, shaking hands with each other, exchanging presents and gifts.
Hello, Tommy.
Hello, mate. What's your name?
Yes.
What's your name?
I am Entrevisier Maximilian Eversman.
Max.
Yes, Max.
His name's Max, Sarge.
Your name, Tommy.
Peter.
Drink.
Yeah?
You like hot here, you like. Snaps, Peter.
Bloody hell, mate.
You like, yeah?
Yeah, where'd you get this from? Where'd you get it from?
It's the Kaiser.
Oh, Kaiser Bill.
The Kaiser Schnaps.
Hey, buddy, good,
Cheers,
mate. Yeah.
Tommy.
Happy. Bottoms up. Here, I'll tell you what. The Queen sends us fags. Come last night in the little tins. Look.
Was Zigaretten?
Yeah.
You have English Zigaretten?
Yeah, English cigarettes, mate. Look. Here you are.
German Zigaretten, scheiße. English Zigaretten.
Ha! These come from the Queen.
Turkish, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Good, Tommy.
Yeah. Happy Christmas.
Yeah, nice,
Happy
yeah.
Christmas.
And then they all come over to the students, and the students are encouraged to surround him and ply him with questions about what it was like to fight on the other side, because everything we do is from the British perspective. So it's great, and the guy has a full-on German accent, and he's answering all their questions, and you know the students really engage with him, and they're absolutely fascinated by the fact that he is a German soldier and he's the enemy.
Ah, your man, yeah.
Yeah, I've got long hair.
The only chance in your life to talk to a real live German and a real live British Tommy.
Hello then.
Yeah, small
Yeah, I've
many.
seen you somewhere before,
Bantam
you
regiment, yeah.
Where you come from? Where you come from?
Hey.
Where?
Hey.
Middlesex.
So from London?
Near London?
In London.
You know London? I like London.
You live in London?
Yes, many years, but when I was 14 years I must come to be a soldier in Germany, so my English not so good. But then in London I like Piccadilly Circus, and I like because no one sleep, you understand, lights all night. You have questions for me?
What's it like living in a trench?
Well, like, scheiß. No, because no way to fight a war, you understand. I am Jäger battalion. Jäger is fast, is light, is to fight quick. But here is like a rat, you understand, and we stay, and you just stay. And you see nothing but, mud. You see nothing but mud.
Are you not scared? Like when the shell's gonna hit you?
One is scared, yes, because one moment you're alive, one moment you're dead. But if you're dead, that is that.
Then the mortars and the artillery fire on the trenches.
What's scare is to be alive, but to hurt.
Yeah, when you're wounded.
That's scare. To be dead, not scare.
Yeah, when you scared when you come out of the trench, mate?
No, I was maybe a little drunk.
And I suddenly realised that they were the same. These two sets of men that have been trying to shoot each other and attacking their trenches and bayoneting people and blowing them up. Really, there was no difference between them at all. Just that one side wore brown and the other side wore greeny grey colour. And they agreed that they wouldn't shoot each other again. And of course that wasn't going to last. But that was the spirit of the thing. So what can you learn from today? Well, I think we have to take a message home from an event like this, that even in the most terrible of times, humanity can come through given the right circumstances. So what I'd like you all to do is Christmas morning, when you wake up, that's assuming any of you ever go to bed the night before from what I've heard, but when you wake up and you're in your nice warm bed and you're under your duvet and your central heated house with your double glazing and a massive great pile of parcels waiting for it to open, just spend 30 seconds for me and think when you stood here today looking out across no man's land as it was on 1914, and just spare a thought for those lads that were in these trenches. Yeah? And then once you've done that, forget all about it and just enjoy a really super Christmas.
Cheerio, chin chin, goodbye.